this a private driveway?
Join us for the ride of a lifetime.
Let's watch an idiot try to ride a motorcycle. Some guy rides.
Dudes, what's happening? I am in Columbia, South Carolina, which I think I mentioned is the hottest place on earth. And it is. It's at least 100, and it was 100 when I was about an hour ago, and now it's even further into the it's sort of like I don't know, 1 o'clock maybe, and it is probably over 100 right now, and the humidity for Columbia, I guess, is not that bad, but for the rest of the universe and normal people, it's horrendous. And Columbia, I don't know if you remember when I was in Acadia in California, and we went and did Angeles Crest, and you know, being in Los Angeles, it gets me in a mood, and it gets me worked up a little bit because of the life I had there, and I don't know, I just get whatever. And honestly, it's a bit the same in Columbia. And you know, I went to college here and didn't do very well in college. I didn't take it seriously at all. I was a media arts major, which is one of those majors that you would be if you kind of just didn't care. I enjoyed it. I started out as a music major, and that did not go well for me because I was always more of a play it by ear kind of guy. I mean, I was in like symphonic orchestra and band and the jazz band and all that stuff in high school. But I was really able to fake it. I just faked my way through it all, and no one knew. And when I got to college, they had a better understanding of what I was doing. So that didn't go all that well. Okay, so now I'm out here for a couple of reasons. I mean, we're in town just because my wife is doing some family shit. Her family's from here, and this is where we met, actually. But anyway, I get worked up because I lived here for like 12 years, which at the time was the longest time I'd lived anywhere. And you know, it was mostly great. I had a good time in college. I was just college for me was just an excuse to be in bands, which I did. And then our band got signed here. Well, we were based here, and we got signed, and we were kind of huge in the Southeast. And it was a great time of my life, I gotta say. My 20s were spent very well. I have no regrets. I met up with an old music buddy 2 nights ago here, and he was like, yeah, you really maxed out your 20s. And I did. I don't know what else I could have done to make it more nuts. It was fantastic. We had this one song, and there was a line in it that was, I just want to be a good cliche. And that's really how I lived at that time. I was a mid-level rock star, and I did everything I thought a mid-level rock star should do. That's just how I lived. I got up at 1, and Columbia, this town was really good to me. Like, you know, we had some kind of thing going on here, and so we knew everybody, and I didn't pay for beers too much because I just got hooked up everywhere, and it was great. It was great. And the music community was amazing. Like that little slot of time, I don't know, I think it was probably like, well, this might have been a decade of time in the 90s here in Columbia. The music scene was amazing. Of course, Hootie and the Blowfish came out of this town, and we were all friends with them. But you know, they were kind of a different poppy sort of very, very kind of middle of the road sort of band, and there was a lot more going on here than that, and it was great. And actually, I think I'm in Johnny Powell's neighborhood. So, yeah, Columbia is great because of everything I just said. But at the end there, you know, because this is also why are they doing all this shit in this town? It's also where my band got dropped, and you know, after that I had an interesting phase of life where I was like, what the hell am I doing now? Do we keep going and we go back to sleeping on people's floors and on pool tables and that whole life? Because we had sort of graduated to at least sharing motel rooms every night, and we'd go out for a long time, man. We'd go out for like 3 months and just travel the country and play shows, and I loved that lifestyle. Loved it. But it was hard, and we were poor, and you know, it was a whole thing. But I would not give it back. I wouldn't change anything. It was amazing. But yeah, after we got dropped, I was kind of lost. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any money. I'd spent, you know, like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years trying to make it big, and it just didn't work. It could have gone our way. It just didn't, and it usually doesn't. That's just how it is. You know, you roll the dice, and sometimes, usually, it doesnn't work out. I don't know what I'm getting at here, other than I was that part of my life wasn't great, because I kind of went downhill a little bit, and because I just didn't know what to do. So I decided to move to LA and chase Jennifer, who was living out there, and that turned out to be a pretty good decision, because I had been poor since I got to college, and I really, since the band was over, I wanted to make money. And at that point, what was that? I left in 98, so I would have been 31. And I remember being in my 20s and just being like, well, first I was like, okay, if we haven't made it by the time I'm 25, forget it, we're done, it's over. And of course, 25 came, and I'm like, nah, things are going pretty good. It might hit any second. What if I quit and then it was gonna hit the day after tomorrow? So I kept going, and then 30 was coming, and I'm like, dudes, no, I can't keep doing this into my 30s. That would be outrageous. But I think we got signed when I was 29, maybe 29, or I might have even been 30. I don't know. And anyway, so we went through that whole process, made the record, toured for a year or whatever, and then Steel Hands. I think I've been there. And it didn't work, and then we got dropped. But we got to do a ton of fun stuff, man. We did a huge tour with like Iggy Pop and Four Non Blondes and Sponge and all these bands, and it was really fun. Again, I don't know what I'm getting at. It's just being in these places from my past puts me in a mood, and that's just how it is. That's just how it is, dudes. So, and then there's the weather here. Like, when I lived here, when I first got here for college, I was like, oh my God. I mean, I came from Connecticut, Newtown, Connecticut, and the summers there were kind of hot, actually. Kind of humid and sticky. And so, I don't know, maybe it wasn't that different, but it felt different. And coming from the north to the south, and Columbia is pretty freaking southern, it was a big culture shock, man. Things move at a different pace, and you really you really have to get used to it. It takes some getting used to if you're a northerner. And also there's the whole, in the northeast, I know it's not like this everywhere, but in my neighborhood, I don't know if we ever met our neighbors. We had a couple that we liked, but mostly it was just like that kind of New Hampshire vibe where it's like everyone stays to themselves, nobody's friendly, you don't get a smile, nobody waves, that sort of thing. And down here, everybody smiles, everybody waves, everybody picks up starts up a conversation. And at first, if you're from the Northeast like I was, you're suspicious and you're like, what do you want? What's happening? This is weird. But anyway, I got used to it, and that's why I love the Southeast now, because I like that whole vibe, even though some of it's a little fake maybe. There's the whole bless your heart thing, but in general I like it. It's got a weird vibe down here. I've talked about that a million times before, but I like the Southeast. Columbia, however, the weather in the spring and the fall, it is gorgeous, and I guess the winter too. I don't know, I don't remember, but the summer, dudes, you do not want to be here in the summer. You can't walk from your house to your car without just dripping sweat. It's misery, absolute and total misery. And so once I left, I moved to Los Angeles, and the weather was so awesome, and I was like, why did I put up with that for so long? Why didn't we just move the band somewhere nicer? And I'm gonna get in trouble. I have a lot of friends here, and I get in trouble for talking shit about Columbia, so I'm trying not to do that, but I really can't help it, because I'd never, ever want to come back here. I rarely come back here. It's just a personal preference. If I lived here, I'd make the best of it and it would be fine. But it's not a place I particularly enjoy being. There's a couple cool neighborhoods. I mean, 5 Points I could do without these days. That was the big hot spot when I was in college. Now the Vista is kind of nice. There's some nice stuff there. There's some cute little areas, but for the most part, I do not miss living here one little bit. So it's weird to be back. Every time I come back, it's weird. And I'm running out of... I used to enjoy coming back to have some nostalgia meals. Like, there was a pizza place, it was disgusting, but I loved it, called the Parthenon. And it was like a Greek pizza kind of deal. And it was so good. But so gross, like the place was just disgusting. But anyway, that closed probably, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. And then there's Rockaway's, which I lived right next to, who had just the best hamburgers of all time. Rockaway burger, pimento cheese, yeah, hell yeah. And they closed years ago. And now the only place that's left really is this little deli called Groucho's, which I used to just love. It's like really good hangover food. I think that's their sort of their angle on it for the college kids. And DMD2 was showing me a possibility there, but no dice. But so I went there yesterday for lunch, and I got an Apollo dipper, which is my jam. Or no, maybe I got an STP dipper. Oh, that looks like it might be a little trail. Let's go investigate. What the fuck else do I have to do? Why am I swearing? This is a no swear channel. But they used to have this spiced tea. I don't know what was in it, but it was good. And like, that's just one of the nostalgia things that I want when I go there. And they don't have it anymore. It's like, what the hell, dudes? This looks shitty. So let's go down. Oh, there's like, no, I can't go down that. No, I'm sorry. No. Well, Let's see if I can get across this. Oh, no, I can't get across that long one. I'm sure I could just go down into it. No, it's too much trouble. Come on, dude. Stop tempting me. I'll find something better than this, won't I? But, oh, Jesus. So yeah, I'm in Colombia. And so I'm out for two different reasons. One, I wanted to test the Bohn shirt in extreme heat, and this is pretty much it. This is extreme heat. And it's good, dudes. It's good. I mean, I have my vest on too, the Climb, I forget what it's called, vest. And even with that on, it comes right through the center where there's an opening in the vest, and it just spreads. When I'm moving, I'm really not uncomfortable whatsoever. When I stop, I mean, it's over 100, so that's just how it is. There's not much I can do about that. But I'm totally digging this. I mean, seriously, even with the vest, like without the vest, it'd be even better, but it's fine. And I want to test it with the vest because this is going to be my deal, I think, for a lot of my riding situation. And I know I said, you know, on roads like this, on the slab, I would probably toss on the jacket. Well, will I? I don't know. That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. I just, there's something to be said for comfort. And, you know, if I go down and get horrible road rash, I will be wishing I had a jacket on. But that's just how it is. And people on that video have mentioned a lot. There's two different things. Oh, now I can't remember what they're called. I'll put it on the screen, or future Andrew will put it on the screen. But a couple of things that they said were both abrasion and padding, but light, like a light, very light jacket. God, I can't remember what they were called. I'd heard of them before, and I'd looked into them, and they still seem too hot for me. So I don't know if any of you guys actually own that stuff. I'd really be interested in one of them is a super shirt, and I forget the brand, but also it's because it was a pullover, and I'm just not into that at all. That's a deal breaker for me. I don't exactly know why, but it just is. So anyway, that's one of the reasons I'm out here, is just to be in the really bad heat and see how it goes. And I can tell you, it's going good. It's going good. If I took off this vest too, it would be perfect. But I'm willing to pay a little bit of temperature to have the vest, which is solving some problems for me too. And then the other reason I'm out is to either prove or disprove that there is not shit places to ride around here at all. And yeah, pretty sure Johnny Powell would have found something if there was anything. But I thought I'd come out and just pick a random place. And I've been doing a lot of planning on the trip. And I think it's officially going to be drive the RV to the top of the Idaho BDR. Ooh, this is not kidding sand. And then ride, hopefully I can get into Canada, and I will ride from there over to the top of the Montana. And then I will do Montana north to south, which is the opposite way it was designed for. I don't think it matters one little bit. And then at some point at the bottom, when it starts to get deserty again, I'm gonna shoot off to the west, where I will Chris, my buddy, my internet buddy, who I haven't met yet, but he did a bunch of Idaho single track in 23. I think he went back in 25 too. But he gave me his T3 tracks. I mean, those are out there anyway. You can look it up. The T3, Idaho T3, and so I'm going to do Montana down to a certain point. See, these are the little trails I remember from when I lived here. I had a Shadow 500 or something here for a while. I also had a Suzuki Intruder. Those kind of bikes were my jam. And I used to go on stuff like this all the time because I just did not care. Kind of always nervous to go on the power line things because they'll bust your ass, don't you know? At least in North Carolina they will. I don't know what the rules are here. So anyway, so I'll go down Montana to a certain point, and then I will get on the T3 headed south. And I'm only doing the T3 from Salmon to Chalice and then down to where the Smoky Bar store is. And Smoky Bar, we stopped there on the Tat. That whole area is just gorgeous. And Chris said that the T3 is amazing. And I'd do more of it, but it gets super remote. And I just think solo, it's not the best idea. I think I'll be okay on the sections I'm doing, hopefully. So we'll see. I may regret this, but we'll see. And the area from Salmon to Chalice, if it's raining at all, I'll probably blow that off because they had some issues with the terrain turning to disgusting mud that like packed their wheels and all that stuff. And then I'll stay in Abbott campground, where I had just a lovely evening sitting in the river drinking a Tecate that I'd bought at the Smoky Bar store. So I'll probably go there again, or I'll do dispersed camping if I'm feeling cheap, because on these routes, man, dudes, there's dispersed camping everywhere. And let's see, on my Rumo situation, that's the planning app that I've been using instead of Gaia, or I've been trying to use it instead of Gaia. And I don't know, am I supposed to be here? I think I missed something. And it's a great app and I love it, but for now I still go back to Gaia a lot. I mean, I just do. And part of it is because I'm used to Gaia and I know how it operates and I just know everything about it, and it's easy to deal with for me. Like my goal is to just never go back to Gaia again. Okay, back to the trip. So then I will that's around the Featherville area where the Smoky Bar store is and all that. And from there, I will head to Loman, I think it's called. And that's where I'll meet Johnny Powell. And then he supposedly is going to be able to finish the Idaho with me, which would be killer. And that'll be that. I'll go back to the RV, and I will then I'll drive to Seattle, and then I'll take a ferry to Victoria, and that'll all be good. I'm really confused about where I am and what I'm doing. It really makes me think I want to go down there, but I'm wasting a lot of time just driving around an industrial park. Also, I got some new, I really like these gloves by REV'IT. I forget which ones they're called. Future Eng, maybe he'll put it on the screen if he's feeling nice. But a couple of things about these. Number one, my last pair, these things started to pop off. I hope they fix that, because that's annoying. I didn't pay for those because they were part of that BDR Film Festival prize, so I didn't feel like I should complain about getting free shit, so I did not. but it's annoying when expensive shit breaks. I want to say these are $60, man. You know, they're not big, tough, crazy gloves. They're thin, summer type gloves. And you would think in the year 2026, every glove would be absolutely screen friendly. And these are kind of a little bit, sort of, but they're not great. They're not great. I've got this shit that you put on the tips of your gloves to make them more screen friendly, which I will do, but I haven't done it yet, and it's super annoying. Like, they don't work at all on my phone. They work kind of on this thing, but dudes, not cool. I mean, that just should be a given. You shouldn't even have to check if that's a feature of gloves these days. Alright, I'm babbling and I'm showing you no good scenery, so why don't I just shut the hell up for a while, and I'll come back when something is interesting and we're not adventure riding in a industrial park. But this is another thing I want to test, is like, can DMD2 find anything decent to ride on in the Columbia, South Carolina area? My guess is no, because there is not anything, but I wanted to check it out and see. So it's set to, I just picked a random destination, and it's set to off-road, hardest, most difficult you can find, and this is where we're at right now. So I don't have high hopes, and but you never know. I mean, I might find something interesting. And I gotta tell you, man, when I'm riding, I am not hot. I'm warm because it's hot as balls out, but I'm not hot as balls. I'm fairly comfortable. It's a revelation, dudes. It's a revelation. Because, you know, honestly, if I had walked out this morning and felt this heat, I would have been like, nah, I'll skip it. I'm not doing it. Not today. It's too hot. But now that I got this set up, hell yeah. Oh, and to the dudes who used my affiliate link to buy these shirts, thank you so much, man. They emailed and they're like, that's great, thank you. And it's really helpful for me, because I really want to build relationships with these companies who have stuff that I like a lot, and you guys actually using those links is super helpful. Even if you just click on it and go check out the information, they'll know, and it helps me out. So do it. I'll put the link in this video too. All right, I could keep babbling. Oh wait. I'm about to get killed. I'm so excited about a dirt road. Jesus. This is it for Columbia. This is like Hardin Door Trail. This is Columbia single track. Wait, what was down there? Should I have gone down there? I'll go down here and then I'll go down there. How about that? I'm so excited. It's just a neighborhood. There's really nothing to be excited about, and because of this trip, Little Ugly is really getting quite a bit of action lately. And I always hop on this thing at home when I'm running errands or whatever. And the Wing's got some action too. The Royal Enfield, not so much. I need to get that thing going. Dude, it is brutally hot. I really can't even explain it. Even when I slow down, it's like a different world. Oh, this place. Why would you find a like deep bowl of heat and put a city there. Why? All right, I'll be back. Okay, this is exactly what I should not be going on, but I don't see a sign of any sort. Do you? Did you? Oh, this is what I imagine the entire SCAR to be like. The South Carolina adventure route, just sandy trails like this, which isn't that appealing to me. And I've been going for miles and it keeps saying private whatever. It's like this huge industrial complex back here, like a polyester plant or something. Oh, this is pretty yuck. But I think it's public roads, so they can go to hell, right? Or they can arrest me, I guess. Maybe is another option that could happen. Whoa. Oh, that's like full-on deep sand, dudes. Oh, this is yuck. It's some good practice, actually. Just if I can get some speed up. Oh. Oh, I was in first already. See, that's what sucks about the gearing on this. Any other bike, you can just slam it down until you know you're in first. This one, you don't know where the hell you are. Holy shit. This is not good. Okay. Jesus. I could not be any worse at sand. I need some practice. So is this like a utility road? Am I going to get in trouble for this? Or what? And I think it just ends too. I know you're just supposed to keep your speed up, but it's so counterintuitive. Oh, shit, that was barbed wire I just ran over. Shit. You know what I don't need today is changing a tire in this heat. That was some big adventure riding right there. Oh, dudes, the breeze. Oh, man, feel that. Yes. Anyway, I was this morning, my wife had an appointment somewhere, and I went to this coffee shop that it's my new favorite coffee shop in Columbia. And I was looking at the route a bit, and dudes, I was looking for, I go through and mark some campgrounds or whatever. I never know what I'm going to be doing. I have a general plan, and then it never works out. So, but I like to go through and pick some campgrounds. Oh my God, there's this one. I think it's right before Riddle or something like that, Idaho, and it's right on the Salmon River, and it looks down the river and mountains on. I mean, just freaking gorgeous. Oh, just gorgeous. I cannot wait. Although camping on the Salmon River in grizzly bear country, maybe not a great idea. Maybe not a great idea. Oh, that's gated. I'm pissing everybody off. I'm going slow. Sorry. I mean, the DMD2 is doing its best. Maybe I didn't pick a good location. Maybe I'm giving it no options. I mean, look at that. That's kind of pretty. I like these little pine areas. I'm positive I'm not supposed to be here. Do you think South Carolina shotguns are worse than North Carolina shotguns? I feel like this is company property though of some sort, not a person. I don't know if that's any better. Although I just feel like a company is going to be less likely to shoot me in the face. I saw a gate, but I didn't see any signage. That's what I'm going with. Ooh. Vehicle. Let's not push our luck. Oh shit. Hi, is this a private driveway? Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Is that all on this side of the road? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Busted. Totally busted. She wasn't mean, but she was not happy. I think she could have gone mean pretty easily. Well, whose 400 acres is it? I could find out, I guess, if I wanted to. So busted, dudes. Bunky's Tavern. Aw, dudes, come on. Oh, I should go in there for sure. For sure. I bet they know that lady. When I lived down here, I did used to be a sucker for the way out in the sticks. Usually they're cinder block little juke joints, and they look terrible on the outside, and then you get inside and they look terrible and scary, but kind of fun and interesting. There were a couple down, like I used to go down past the football stadium, way out Bluff Road. I don't know. I did a lot of riding around here, but I wasn't like dying for dirt back then. If I saw something interesting, I would do it, but that wasn't my goal back in those days. Let's let this guy get on past. Yeah, that lady wasn't happy with me at all. I get it. You don't want people creeping around your property. But couldn't you give me a Disney pass, like 1 day pass? I'd give you like, I don't know, $20. Seems fair. Just let me explore. Give me a free pass for $20. I guess that's not a free pass, but I made a mistake of pulling over here. I thought DMD2 would pick a little bit. Oh my God, I'm going to Orangeburg. I don't want to go all the way to Orangeburg. I'll go a little bit more, see what happens. Dudes, stopped like this, the heat it's like putting a wool blanket around you that's wrapped in a heated blanket that's turned to high. And then as soon as I start off, everything is better. All right, we just passed Grandpa's Lane. I gotta get off this road, man. This is too much. It's too much for Little Ugly. This is what I'm gonna be dealing with on the trip. Lots of stuff like this. I got my brake free blinking in the back there. But still, no fun. Roads like this are no fun on Little Ugly. You know what else is no fun? Starting out in second or third. Grandpa's Lane. Let's see what Grandpa's up to. I think Grandpa's up to some sand. Well, there's Grandpa's place. This looked like it went through somewhere, but no dice. When I googled like ADV routes near Columbia, South Carolina, and everything was like, oh, you just go 100 miles east or west or whatever. Basically, probably go to ooh, what is this all about? Yuck. Go to Asheville. Sandy Run Museum. I don't know about this. I don't know about this right here. For some reason, I'm more scared of South Carolina than North Carolina. I don't know why. I don't think so. I don't know why I say yes to something and no to something else. Like, what is the criteria I'm using here? It's just a gut feeling. It's a gut feeling. Of course. Of course. Of course. See, DMD2 is trying. It's doing its best. Okay. This is Sandy. And, yeah. Oh, I know I'm gonna be going too fast and hit a deep patch and go down. I know it. I could slow down. I did slow down a little bit. Oh shit. That bird shadow freaked me out. I thought it was an animal about to run right in front of me. Whoa, whoa. When I was looking at the BDRs this morning, towards the end of the Montana, there's one waypoint that says deep sand, be careful. I don't think I'm going down that far, so that's good. And then there was another one that was at a campground, and I was like, oh, that looks like a good place to camp. But the note was, grizzlies do not camp here. And I don't think it meant grizzlies don't camp there. I think it meant grizzlies, period, do not camp here, exclamation point. I'm afraid of grizzlies. I really am. I'm getting nervous about it for probably no reason. Because, you know, when's the last time you heard of a BDR rider getting mauled by a bear? And if you have heard, please do not leave it in the comments, because I don't want to know about it. Luckily, Johnny Powell's joining me for the second half of the trip, so I'll have a 50-50 chance. But, camping alone out in those kind of places, I don't know. It freaks me out a little bit. It just does. I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay, DMD2 wanted me to go down there. I don't think I'm allowed to do that, my friend. No, I don't think so. It's got Moxie, though. I can't go there. What I need is some local dudes to tell me where the western North Carolina of Columbia, South Carolina is. And I know what they're going to say. There isn't, but there's got to be something. Am I right? I'm sort of headed towards Lake Murray, Lexington area. The thing about these kind of lakes, though, is that like it gets kind of like fancy and private-y. Whoa. When you get close to the lake, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Look at DMD2. Cute little nugget. You know, there's a DMD2 Next, I think, and it's like a whole new app that they're transitioning to, and I haven't downloaded it yet. I don't know why, because I need to. It's supposedly a bunch of improvements. I don't know what. And they have a new device out called the Next something. I can't remember. But I think Jason, the dude who's developing the Rumo app, is using it. But you got to appreciate DMD2 for finding these little, you know, it's slim pickings and it's finding some stuff. That's impressive to me. Well, that was good. I mean, you know, take what you can get, right? I would say that Powell needs to move to North Carolina. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, look, DMD2 found another little dirt road. I'm sure this is going to get super remote. Be on top of a mountain. Might even be snow up here. Wonder how long it's going to be until we can just like get on our AI motorcycle and ride like a video game. I guess you can already do that, can't you? But like where the entire world is mapped into it and you can just go anywhere. Dudes, you should never stop riding in this part of the world. I've been sitting at this light for probably 33 seconds and I am about to die. It is so freaking hot. I can't even tell you. Yeah, dudes, I don't know what to say about this area as far as motorcycles go. Not great. It's just flat. It's all kind of the same. A lot of the little pieces of dirt are very, very sandy and deep, which I guess is all right. But there's just not a lot of choices really that I know of. So if you're from here, I mean, Johnny Powell would know if there was something good. But I don't know, maybe you guys are hiding it from us, so let me know. About 50 feet of dirt. Yeah. Bam. Of course. Residents and guests only. Oh, there's the lake out there. I don't know if you can see it. I told you, private bitches. What if I saw that old lady again in her car and she was like, yeah, I've got a house out here too. Come on. You can use my boat. Wouldn't that be cool? This is a pretty lake, I must admit. But it's oh my Jesus, look at that. Is that a Lincoln town car lifted on truck tires and shit? I don't I don't want to use the word redneck, but Jesus, why? I don't know. That's bringing someone joy. Who am I? Who am I to say anything about it? I'm on a ridiculous, stupid little motorcycle. They're probably like, what an idiot. But this motorcycle is way cooler than that monstrosity. Let's just be honest, everybody. Let's be honest. Anyway, this ride, I think we proved that you know, it's pretty, but nothing all that exciting, to be honest. I feel like north of Columbia there's some stuff, like out Monticello Road maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. There's some state park somewhere too up there. There's some place John goes to that's got some dirt, or he's gone there a couple times. I'm not really sure where that is. My buddy Steve Rose used to live on that lake. He had a sailboat, and he died probably, well, he died in 2016, I think. And he was such a weird dude. He was a huge fan of my band, and really he was a fan of every band in Columbia. He was at all the shows. He was older than us, and he was like a computer software developer or something. Super dorky dude. But anyway, we became really good friends, and eventually, when Treadmill, my band was called Treadmill Trackstar, and when we made our first record, he was like, let's start a little record label, and we'll get some money together for your record, and then maybe we can do some stuff with some other bands in Columbia as well. And so we did, and our record was the first to come out on Raging Rose Records, and it was legit. We had like, I can't remember, but it was a legit company. Like, we set it up right. We had I think we had shareholders. Like, we had certificates of shares that we issued and stuff like that. And I mean, you know, we didn't do much, but we got our record out. We got a record out by this punk band called Inhumanity, and we got a record out by a band called Bone Machine / Tar Water, who I really liked. They actually they got back together to play with us on our last show in 2017. But anyway, yeah, it's a bummer, man. Steve was a good guy, and he had heart problems, and that's what got him. He was young too. He was probably 55 when he died. I don't know, maybe not even that old. And on our last show, I made a bunch of those hold-up like masks with his face on it, and we handed them out to the crowd. And so there was one song that he liked, and we got everybody to hold up his mask so he could be at one last show. Kind of a dumb idea, but it was it did what it was supposed to do. I think that show was really like very close to when he died. So maybe he did die in 2017. Yeah, he must have, because that was November. So anyway, just more of like being in your old places brings back all the shit. Actually, I went to where did we go? Oh, Johnny Powell was playing guitar. No. Danielle Howell, who's like a famous Columbia singer, songwriter, her band at the time was with Dan, who's the guy I was out with 2 nights ago. He was a bass player. Him and I were in a band together too for a long time, Root Cellar. And but her band was signed to Damon Records, which is Amy Ray and whatever the other Indigo girl. It was their record company, and they got signed to that. And they went to the UK to tour with the Indigo girls. And Steve was like, "We should go." And I'm like, "All right, let's go." So we got on a plane, rented a car, and followed them around and just like drank pints of beer constantly, and almost got killed from not driving on the right side of the road correctly. But it was fun. And Johnny Powell was their like tour manager guy at the time, so he was over there too. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, dudes, that's about it for me today. I think that's going to be a pretty boring video, but there you go. Alright, dudes, I'll catch you next time.
Hey, please like this video if you liked this video, and if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. Also, if you're interested, there are links to gear lists and goofy t-shirts in the description. Thanks a ton for watching.